All right, welcome to Marketing Mondays Mastery. This is our last session today, so it's bittersweet, but we are excited to see what other opportunities we have to offer this summer as well. Today, our session is on fresh air and fresh ideas. So we're looking at summertime marketing for rural communities. Um, I'm Kara, and I'll be your host today, as well as my co-host PJ. So we're excited to share with you. We'll go ahead and go over a quick blueprint for today's session. So this session is really all about creating experiences that not only celebrate summer in rural North Carolina, but will also help to boost your local tourism in new, fresh, authentic ways. And so we're walking through a blueprint of just simple, community-driven ideas, from movie nights, pet-friendly events, to food trails, outdoor kits that can really easily be tailored to your own town. And so the goal here for this session is to really just spark inspiration and give you some practical tools to craft and market summertime experiences that bring people together and also highlight what makes your area unique. Now, on slide 4, we're starting off looking at movie nights on the lawn. So this is a really fantastic way to bring people together for a relaxed, family-friendly entertainment under the stars. So here you can start by identifying a good outdoor space, such as a park, a church lawn, a school field, and then partner with those organizations to share responsibilities and also reduce costs. You can borrow or rent a projector and speaker setup from local libraries, rec departments, and AV companies. We would suggest that you choose G or PG rated films to really appeal to all ages. And then promote the event through flyers, your town websites, and social media, making sure to post in local shops and community boards as well. Now, some great tips for implementing this as well is to invite local vendors like popcorn stands or food trucks to really enhance the experience and encourage your attendees to bring lawn chairs and blankets. And then you can also make it interactive by adding movie trivia or a costume contest that's themed around the film. And next, we're looking at dog days downtown. So this is great. I have a lot of dogs, so this is something I definitely keep an eye out for when I'm traveling. What's going on for the dogs? So this is a great way to draw both locals and tourists into your downtown area while celebrating the pet-friendly spirit of your town as well. Now, to get started here, you can coordinate with your downtown businesses to really create different things like water bowl stations or pup stops where owners can rest and dogs can hydrate. You can also involve your pet-focused businesses such as groomers or mobile vets and organize fun additions like pet costume parades, photo booths, or even just a small agility course as well. This is a great opportunity to partner with your local shelters to do adoption showcases. It's both heartwarming and it's also community driven. So here's some great tips for this as well. So provide puppy passports with treat stamps or small discounts at pet-friendly businesses. We want to make sure to use clear signage to show which places in town welcome pets. And then hold the event early in the morning or early evening to really avoid the summer heat. Now, another thing we're looking at for summertime on slide 6, we're looking at summer staycations. So Summer Staycation Week turns your town into a mini getaway by curating themed days and also just encouraging your locals to explore hidden spots right in their own backyard. So to start this, you can plan a schedule that really highlights different themes, such as Nature Day, Food Day, or History Day, and then map out suggested activities such as dining options or local events for each. And then here you can also partner with your small businesses, parks, or museums to create one-day itineraries that are very easy to follow. And then we want to promote these through social media, through our town newsletters, or even local radio. Now, here's some expert tips for summer staycations as well to really elevate the experience. So you can bundle the campaign with local lodging options for visiting friends or family. Promote it to nearby towns, such as a one-tank trip. And then offer challenges or passport stamps to encourage participation and Instagram sharing using a local hashtag as well. Now, on slide 7, we're looking at rivers and trails kits. So, river and trail day kits are a really great way in summertime to encourage outdoor exploration while also making sure that your visitors feel safe and feel very prepared. So you want to start by identifying your most accessible trails, rivers, or paddle launch points, and then create printable and digital kits that include detailed maps, gear recommendations, safety reminders, and even info just on where to rent equipment or to grab a quick snack or cup of coffee or something like that nearby. And then you can distribute these kits at your visitor center, libraries, and post them online as well. And then some great expert tips for creating rivers and trail day kits is to offer themed versions, such as a kit for beginner paddlers, or maybe you want to offer one for family hikes. And then include QR codes at the trailheads that link to your kits as well. And then you can always add on some fun extras like checklists, or even something like wildlife spotting bingo, just to make the experience more fun and interactive, especially for families that are visiting with kids. Now I'm going to turn this over real quick to my co-host PJ, who's going to share just a little bit more.
Thanks, Kara. I love all these ideas so far. It's just getting me so excited about being outside, and especially where we are today, it's just raining, so I cannot wait for the weather to clear up so we can do all these great
Absolutely.
things. So one idea, which is pretty cool, is a creek crawl. So I don't know if y'all have heard of this, but it's a fun, hands-on event. It encourages kids and families to explore local creeks and streams while also being educational. They can learn about nature. So to get started, you might work with your local parks department or maybe an environmental education group to identify a safe, shallow creek area. Plan for both guided and self-guided activities like bug spotting, rock skipping, identifying aquatic life. There's also a national program called Kids in Parks, and if you go to their website, you'll see that a majority of the trails are here in North Carolina, and their purpose is to connect families to the outdoors. So it's a pretty cool program. They'll also work with you either on trails and put together materials so that it makes it more educational. So you can also provide simple tools like nets and buckets, laminated bingo cards. And then if you have an event, you can promote it through flyers, social media, town websites. And then some great expert tips like set up a small info tent, especially if there's an event going on, maybe have some first aid, some maps, and then definitely encourage families to have water shoes, towels, sunscreen, hats, and then also offer maybe combine it with some nearby activities like nature crafts, storytelling, so that there's a full day of being outside. You may also include or reach out to homeschool groups. I know that our kids, they stay connected throughout the summer with a 1 day a week park day. And I think those are on Wednesdays this year, but they meet up at various local parks, play, catch up, and I know one of their favorites is where there is a creek for them to swim. All right, so another idea is Faces of Summer. So this is where you highlight maybe some local business owners. And it's really a storytelling campaign, but it adds that human touch to your summer marketing. So maybe you reach out to shop owners, farmers, artists, musicians, those in your town that are active during the summer season. You could interview them or have them send you a bio, snap a photo, and then post it on your town's Facebook, Instagram, website, maybe even print them out for displays or visitor centers. I know if you're a chamber, a lot of times you're looking for member benefits. So maybe as one of those benefits, you could do a highlight of the business and do like a feature, like a local feature. So maybe one photo, a quote, quick bio, and a favorite summer activity. And then also cross post it with maybe some local business pages for a broader reach. And then use a consistent hashtag like Faces of Summer in your town's name or North Carolina, something like that. That keeps a visual upbeat. It gives that community pride and that visitor interest. Um, Next one, we've got our hidden parks and trails. So I always love just the creative trails that people put together, whether it's actual nature trails or like food trails, which we're going to get to shortly. But this highlights a great way to encourage visitors and locals to discover those overlooked outdoor spaces. So maybe gather lists of lesser known parks, maybe some hiking loops or picnic spots. I know as a family, we're always looking for a great place to eat outside. Maybe there's some scenic overlooks in your area, and include information like where to park, trail length, amenities, maybe even ability level. I know that sometimes people are looking for things to do, and if your group's large and everybody has different abilities, it's kind of good to know how far everybody can go. And then design maybe a downloadable or printed map. People can pick those up at welcome centers, gas stations, the chamber, or visit, a place where people come into town. QR codes are pretty easy to produce, lots of free options out there. And then some additional tips you could add, like local recommendations to each site, include a nearby coffee or snack spots. I know I'm always looking for a place to eat. And then offer some prizes, especially for kids. Maybe if they visited 3, 4, 5 locations. And then this helps to turn that ordinary walk or even just a visit to your town into a local adventure. And you may even try adding themes, seasonal offerings, or even create them with specific audiences in mind. So speaking of specific interests, maybe you want to put together like the Taste of the Backroads, so a food trail. It really celebrates that local flavor with a self-guided food tour of rural snack stops, diners, classic gas station eats. Maybe start by selecting a handful of locations that are known for specific items, whether it's their sweet tea, their biscuits, their barbecue, their handmade pies, and then design a map like piece that has these things on there, highlights each of those signature dishes, their open hours, and then maybe a backstory or some local folklore about it. And you can distribute these at gas stations, motels, welcome centers, and then some additional expert tips. You could invite businesses to create maybe a limited time special, especially if it's just during the summer or maybe one of those months like May or June where summer traffic is just starting to ramp up. And maybe you can use some branded signage like Trail Stop Number 4 has the best local grits in town. And then you could feature them on your social media as well to keep it fresh and top of mind. Also, one thing that I was thinking about as we were put this together is how many people visit our welcome centers. So if you're in a town where you're close by to one of the welcome centers where people are coming in and out of the state, did you know that there's just under 8 million people that still visit our local visitor center? So it's another great opportunity to be able to get your town's information out to everybody that's coming into the state. And then we also just learned at the Visit NC conference that North Carolina remains the 5th most visited state in the nation. So lots of people coming into our beautiful state. All right, so as we wrap things up, here are some key takeaways to keep in mind when you're planning your summer marketing and promotional efforts in rural North Carolina. So first, collaboration, that's always so important, partnering with other local organizations, whether it's tourism development authorities, Uplift, local schools and businesses. That helps to reduce your overall costs, but also it helps to build a stronger community. And more people want to buy into that idea. Second, focus on experiences that invite people to explore, whether it's a movie night, food trail, local adventure kit. The goal really is to guide, residents and visitors to discover what makes your area so special. Third, it makes things interactive and easy, or make things interactive and easy. Printable maps, QR codes, passports, photo contests, all of that creates that engagement, and people want to come back because they know that it's fun. Fourth, always aim to capture and share those authentic moments. So visual storytelling, whether it's through social media or other means, it gives your efforts that longevity, helps boost that local pride. And then finally, plan with accessibility and comfort in mind. Timing, shade, pet friendliness, and family, or whoever your audience is, those considerations can really make or break that experience. So with a little creativity and some community spirit, summer can definitely be that season of rural connection and hopefully some local success for your town. Awesome. Well, I'm not going to speak for Kara, but I know that I have greatly appreciated everybody attending, the year and a half that we've done Uplift has been amazing, and we are still going to be here to help out with any one-on-one consulting. So we'll put our email addresses in the chat. And we are also working on hopefully some additional programming that we will be offering throughout the summer and into the fall that really focuses on marketing and PR. We want to continue to be here to support and uplift your community. So definitely make sure, if you haven't already, that you subscribe to our newsletter and stay in touch with us. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Kara if there's anything she wants to share or if there's any questions to answer.
That sounds great, PJ. Thanks for finishing it up for us. And yes, I second all of your thoughts. I appreciate everyone joining us and look forward to what's to come next.